Hello everyone and welcome back to One Piece. This is episode 969, 970, 971, and 972. So, we're going to be jumping into more. Last time we had a lot of Gold Roger stuff. Last video was like full of Gold Roger, which is very cool. I'm happy that we like finally got to see Gold Roger's story and his journey and how things went. Now it's so cool that, you know, this late into the series we got there, we saw it. So really cool stuff. Gonna make another clarification at the top of this video, just so that you guys know what I've been like told about. Last video I thought that Laugh Tale was it was a change in translation, like that they had originally translated it as Raftel and then they changed it to being translated as Laugh Tale because now the translators have realized, you know, that it needs to be translated like that. That's what I had thought, but it actually straight up it is that moment in the series is where they showed that it was called Laugh Tale. Rather than Raftel. Like, Raftel, up until that point in the series, you're supposed to think it's called Raftel. Now, there are two reasons that I thought it was like a translation thing. I mean, there are three. One is just that there's been a lot of translation changes recently. You know, the poneglyph thing, the color of the Supreme King thing, like a bunch of these names. I feel like, did they change Jinbei's name to have an N in it now instead of an M? Or am I just thinking of something else? I know that like some translations have him as Jinbei and some have him as Jinbei, but I'm trying to remember if the anime changed it or not. Anyway, so there's been a few of that, but as Veritas, my resident One Piece man, pointed out, in the book that I read, Ace's backstory, I thought it was behind me, but it's not. I put it on my bookshelf out there. But in the Ace's novel that I read, the translator in that apparently spoils it for no reason. Like, it does say Laugh Tale in that book, even though, you know, you're not supposed to know it yet. And I did read that book, and I did see Laugh Tale there. I didn't think about it while I was reading it, but I was like, Laugh Tale, oh, Raftel, right, and I kept reading, right? That's all that happened there. And the other reason was I'd seen other people refer to it as Laugh Tale. Like, just online, I'd seen people say, like, oh, when they get to Laugh Tale or whatever, you know? And so I just thought it was like in the manga, they call it Laugh Tale. That was all I thought. In the same way that they call Eneru NL, you know? In the same way that obviously Color of the Supreme King and Conqueror's Haki and like that whole thing, where it's like, I just straight up was like, I'd seen people referring to it as Laugh Tale, and I was like, well, I guess that's just how it works. But the good thing is, I never thought about it, and that's always what is nice in the end, is like having I never thought about why it was called Laugh Tale, and so like that moment is still like a reveal for me, because even though it wasn't the first time I'd heard, and it would have been better if it was the first time I'd heard the words Laugh Tale, but even though it wasn't that, I still got something out of it, and so it's still a special moment. But yeah, anyway, what a cool episode that was, and I'm glad, man, the grouping of episodes that I've been having just coincidentally in these videos has felt so appropriate. Like, I've finished on the end of Act 1, I finished on the end of Act 2 at the end of each video, and then in this one, like, they discovered Laugh Tale at the end of a video of mine. Like, it's kind of crazy how nicely these are being divided up, with like no planning on my part for that. I've just been watching 4 episodes at a time. That's all I've been doing. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna jump into One Piece episode 969. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction and early access. You can be one of the people that like tells me when I got stuff wrong in the Patreon comments, and you can get the early access, which means you can get the next several weeks of One Piece content on there right now. Otherwise, you can join the YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos, or you can do none of that and still stick around on the channel and still watch the free content, and you won't really miss out on much. But please do make sure to support the video if you can. I'm a small channel, so every little bit helps me out a lot. Anyway, let's jump into this. This is One Piece episode 969. One Piece, woo! Okay. Recap Rubik's. If you're new to this channel, this is the Recap Rubik's Cube. It's a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on. And my goal is to beat the recap. Oh, okay. I heard them say Wano Kuni. I don't know. The Roger Pirates return to Wano. Kaido's reign. Everyone's laughing constantly. Well, I feel like they kind of found out anything too horrible about the world, right? If they learned all the world's truths or whatever, and now they're laughing on the way back. It's probably just classic government corruption stuff. Must be so strange having this journey be complete. Like, that's your life's work. Aww. So cool. Man, Young really is... He has such a good design. I just can't get over how good his design is. And his voice, like, really matches the younger design so well as well. Oh my god. Shanks, you have to be watching Buggy. You might choke on something. Are they here? Or are you just saying they made it? No, they're here? Are they here to pick him up? Because if Shanks steps foot on Wano... Aww. Oh? Oh. Uh-huh. Huh. Is it something about the fact that Roger's gonna die? The One Piece. Can you imagine if they hadn't revealed that it was called the One Piece until now? Like 900 episodes in, we finally get the title drop. Oh, Garp. Oh my god, Shiki, right? Just so surprising to see that character. He's a canon character, but I mostly know him from non-canon material, so. Yeah, that's what I thought it was gonna be. You achieved your mission, and he's gonna die, but first he's gonna give himself up to the government and be executed. Aww. Take care of the Straw Hat, Shanks. You can see how much he loved Roger, so him giving the Straw Hat to Luffy is so crazy. On their way back from the Fisherman Island. Another will be born at a distance. Oh, hang on. Did Oden have the voice?
Oi, Shari. Ningyo hime wa itsu umare sou da?
10か。
誰かが生まれる。そして俺たちを
Oh my god.
俺たちは早すぎたんだ。
ワンピースか。誰が見つけるんだろうな。
Oh my god, that's
それは俺の息子。
well, it won't be.
これからできるってんだ。
It won't be your son, but pretty close. Your son's brother, probably. If I had to guess. Which, funnily enough, won't be your son. Oden's gonna come back from this trip having just completed something big. And then have Kaido there. No, Izo stays with Whitebeard. Aww. Oh, really crying. Damn, man. Yep. No one cried a single tear. It's funny, just like... It's not about actually not crying, it's about in your heart not crying. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. And these are the Wano Seas. There we go. I love how the Wano Seas are animated differently so you instantly know where they are. It's such a cool concept. Man, and after such a hopeful, fun journey, Wano just looks depressing. Open it up before Joy Boy comes one day. Shanks didn't step foot on the fucking island. I still can't mark off the bingo. Shanks, get onto the beach. Aww. Yeah, you are. I like how insistent they always are and how happy the goodbyes are. And they're never happy. Momonosuke. Oh, and of course, not Hiyori. What's her name? Toki. Aww. Oh, cute. Oh, so cute. And they're all gonna die. Oh. Well, they're not all gonna die. Hiyori and Momonosuke stay alive. Just Toki and Oden die. And Toki only dies as far as we know. He's so excited to hear him talking. Oh. Yeah. Are they still pissed? Yeah. You left us. Aww, that's so nice. Toki's the best, man. Okay, good. I want to see Kiku and Izo meet again in the future. Yeah. Hopefully you can deal with Kaido. And all he ends up doing is damaging him with the sword, right? Yeah. He knows his father's dead. He's probably prepared for it. Yeah, he's like, why Orochi? Oh, he's pissed. Damn. Rises animation.
労働を拒否した男とその家族が処刑されました。
Jesus.
好きの跡取りである桃之助様の命を
Damn.
狙われてしまい
Oh.
結果
This is so much to come back to.
白のは身を挺した
Oh my god.
様でした。
Jesus, Toki.
我らの不用意な行動のせいで
Right.
足にご家族を命の危機にさら
Oh.
してしまいました。申し訳
And Toki didn't want him to speak up
申し訳ございません。
because didn't want the others to get in trouble for it.
いいのよ、歯はもう治ってる。
Oh yeah, there's a big scar there.
我らの子を
Oh.
守っただな。こんな
Yeah, it's not little to him. Tried to kill his child and
陶器お前
almost killed his wife.
俺頃より酒に喧嘩に挙句に逮捕
He was a
あの都
troublemaker.
の誰も知って
Oh, he's taken up the swords. Oh, fuck. But I know how it ends up. Oh.
おでんさん。
It would be so hype if
身を守れ
if this was like modern day stuff. Oh. Man, I'm so nervous. And I mean, not just nervous, I know that it's gonna go wrong. I know it. It has to. Otherwise, Oden would still be alive and Orochi wouldn't be in charge and Kaido wouldn't be in charge. So I know it goes wrong. It's just so upsetting. Like, I guess my only hope is that there's like it ends kind of with Oden doing something so cool and so honorable or whatever that it like paves the way for Luffy can finish what he started. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they do that where it's like, we know it's gonna end up badly, but then the bad thing happens, but then there's one more cool thing that the person does. I can't even give you an example right now, but I know that happens in storytelling sometimes, and I feel like it's probably happened in One Piece. So I'm like, that's my only hope, is that Oden is able to do something that like lays the groundwork. But yeah, speaking of, can I go back to that scene where they hear the voice of the Sea Kings? Because it seemed like an exceptionally important scene, and I wanna see exactly what the Sea Kings were saying. Okay, so they said, "Will be born. Our ruler will be born. Another will be born in a distant sea. Even whales are happy to know that the two rulers will meet again one day." Okay. So, two rulers. We have been waiting for so long too. The scene's still going. It will not be long. It's going to work out this time. 10 until the birth. 15 until growing up. 15 until growing up. What? Why would you specify that? So, because they said the two rulers, right? Because it said 10 until the birth, and then he asked Charlie how long until Mermaid Princess is going to be born, and Charlie says 10 years. And then, yeah, and then Gold Roger says that voice, blah, blah, blah. I guess it's telling the truth. Someone will be born, and that person will surpass us. So, like, the vibe, because they said the two rulers. So I imagine one of the rulers is supposed to be Shirahoshi, who was, you know, born 10 years after that and can control the Sea Kings. So, and she's one of the great weapons. Like, she is one of the rulers. But the other ruler, like, it said the two rulers, and he'll be born in a distant sea, is what they said. And they were saying that as they were, like, around Fishman Island. So they kind of been referring to Shirahoshi there, right? Because they're talking about a distant sea. So are they talking about the East Blue? Are they talking about Luffy being born? like that's, I feel like that's the implication, is that it is Luffy is the other ruler. Now here's the thing. Oden, I think, is hearing the voice as well, right? Like, Roger's hearing it and he's covering his ears, but Oden is hearing it as well. So, remember my theory last time about the Momonosuke not being Oden's son? And one of my reasons for that was, like, he could hear the voice of the thing, of, like, the universe, or he could hear the voice of the animals. And that was a power that Roger had. So I was like, so maybe he's Roger's son instead. Well, here it seems like Oden also had that, so it could be passed down there as well. But yeah, anyway. So Luffy. So when would Luffy be born? Because Luffy would be older than Shirahoshi, because Shirahoshi was like 16 or 17 or something. So let's say she's 16. I can't quite remember how old she is, but let's say she's 16. Luffy at this point, I believe, is 19. So Luffy's gonna be born in 7 years from where this flashback is happening. I think if I'm getting that timeline right, I'm great. Like that's good, because I feel like I was I feel like I've been struggling with timeline stuff. But I feel like that makes sense, because Shirahoshi... Yeah, it's... Wait, is that possible? No. Wait. No, that's not... Wait, yes it is. That's possible. Yeah, that's possible. I think? Yeah, Luffy's gonna be born in 7 years, and then 19 years after that is when this takes place. So this is about 27 or 26 years ago or whatever. That makes sense. That does make sense, I think. Because yeah, okay. What I was getting confused about is I was like, hang on, if it's in 7 years, then like, but Toki sent the others forward 20 years. But then I realized it's 7 years until Luffy's born, and then another 17 years after that is when Luffy starts with the series One Piece, you know, like that's when we first jump in with him. So so there's more than 20 years in there, so we're okay. Yeah, okay. So I think the timeline, I'm getting the timeline basically right, I think. But yeah, that's kind of crazy, and I mean so it's pretty insane that it feels like Roger expected Luffy, if they are referring to Luffy, which it feels like they are, but they could not be. Like there's nothing in there that says it's Luffy. It just feels, you know, it feels like it's implying that. But it could be like anything else. Like, and that would also be like a decent twist if it's like, what if it was actually Usopp or something, you know? Like, I know that's the joke answer, quote unquote, but like you could kind of make another person work and have it still be, but like Luffy is still the one that spurred them on or whatever. But I think specifically since Roger said like this person will surpass us, I think like that makes it feel to me that it's gonna be Luffy, because I feel like the whole point of this series is us seeing Luffy surpass Gold Roger. Because otherwise, if Luffy doesn't end up surpassing Gold Roger, like, maybe we should have just been watching a series about Gold Roger, you know? So yeah, really, really cool. I love that. Shanks didn't step onto Wano, so we don't get to mark off the bingo card. I like the scene of, like, them going, we said goodbye and no one shed a single tear, but it's showing it and they're all bawling their eyes out. Like, I like that detail of, like, I feel like to me, Oda understands masculinity so well. Like, this is what this is an unironic compliment to Oda, is that, like, this is what I feel like masculinity is to me. And, like, I am someone who is comfortable with my masculinity and with my femininity. Like, I like having both of those aspects to myself. And and to me, when I think of, like, masculinity, you know, there's times I feel like in media where I've grappled with the idea of, like, you know, them portraying masculinity in media as being like, oh, a man never does this, a man doesn't do that, right? I see that sometimes, and there's like, I've in the past thought about it and tried to come to terms with like, what do I feel about series doing that? What do I feel about when writers will say a man is supposed to do this or a man never does this? And I've never been able to come up with a full answer for it, because there's a part of me that says, like, I don't love the idea that we define what a man should be or shouldn't be, you know? Like, and I don't know how much I subscribe to the idea that, like, there is any sort of distinction of, like, what a man is, right? But then, at the same time, those scenes, I still like them. You know, there is still scenes where it's like, people will be like, a man never does this, and I'll be like, fuck yeah, a man never does that. That's right. And I'm like, why do I do that? Like, what is that just like, is this the monkey brain part of myself fighting with the, like, the part of myself that's trying to be the best person I could be, and they can't find a compromise? Or is this like, actually, they are both working together, and the situation is way more complex than that? And I think they're both working together, and I'm coming to terms with that more and more as I watch more stuff. But I feel like as I watch One Piece, especially as it goes on further and further, and I feel Oda's writing mature, and I feel him maturing as a person. Like, I feel like early One Piece, you know, I've been rewatching early One Piece because, like, through, like, Blind Wave, the YouTube channel Blind Wave, they've started watching One Piece. They're almost towards the end of the East Blue saga. They just finished Arlong Park when I'm recording this video. I've been like rewatching it with their videos. So I've been watching early One Piece, and I love early One Piece, but at the same time, it's so much more basic than One Piece turns out to be, right? Like, I'm watching it and I'm like, I can see the seeds of what makes this show so special here, but at the same time, like, the complexity that I come to expect from Oda later down the series in terms of the theming and all of that, isn't quite there yet. And there's still some stuff that is, like, really simple and basic in his writing, right? But as the series went on, he matured and got a lot better than that at that, and it makes all of it fit in really nicely. So about the masculinity thing, and this isn't like this isn't me being friend who's too woke right now. It's actually me. I think I'm trying to create a more nuanced take on it, rather than just masculinity is bad / rather than just masculinity is good. But rather, I feel like masculinity is, to me, and the way that I see it portrayed with Oda's stuff, is like, it's about us bolstering the parts of ourselves that we feel good, that, like, make us feel good, bolstering the parts of our identity that feel like they make us us, and it's through the eyes of masculinity, I feel like, because it's something easy for, especially for a man to latch on to, and I feel like I can feel masculinity. Like, that's a strange thing to say, but I feel like when I get, like, a primal urge to, like, punch something, not punch a person, but punch something, punch a pillow, or like when I just get that pure adrenaline running in me or whatever, like, in my mind, I can only attribute that to masculinity. So it feels like a part of myself, and it's about, like, instead of just saying to myself, that's a part of myself that I have to press down, that I have to suppress or get rid of, or not allowed to be a piece of myself, instead bolstering that and going, like, what part of myself do I care about there? And so what I think is really great is, like, it's not about not crying on a man's on a man's goodbye. That's not what it's about to me. It's not about not shedding a tear, but it is about, like, it is about none of us feel like we were crying. I think that's what's at the heart of it. We're all on this boat, and it was a brave goodbye. We feel manly. We feel masculine. It feels like a proper send off, a proper goodbye, and none of us cried because it didn't feel like crying. It felt victorious. It felt like a strong goodbye, and there's just something about that to me that I feel like Oda has like actually kind of helped me understand myself deeper through the way he portrays it, because he does constantly have characters that act like masculine men and it feels like they try to outline what they think a man is. And yet, like, you know, we see it through Sanji, right? He says like a man never hits a woman or does whatever, right? But then that, like, the idea of that contradicts other people we've seen. Like, we've seen Luffy beat the shit out of Vivi, right? And that's not only hitting a woman, but that's hitting his friend. Like, that was a, you know, a crazy difference there. But I don't think that makes Luffy not a man, because it was, you know, I mean, I've talked about the complexities of that scene in the past as well, and I love that scene where Luffy and Vivi are fighting. But like, that's the thing, if Sanji was to do that, he would consider himself not a man for doing that. And so all it matters is like your own perception of it. And I think Oda has these characters that like have these ideas of what it is to be a man, but then also other characters that are undoubtedly manly are breaking those ideals. But it's about not breaking your own ideals, or at the very least convincing yourself that you're not breaking your own ideals, or being comfortable with it being in your own skin. It's one of those things where like me hitting that realization recontextualizes a lot of scenes in One Piece for me. And I feel very happy to have that realization. And I think this was a scene to do it. And it was just a scene of them saying no tears were shed and they were all crying. Now, obviously, here's what you might say. You might say, it's not that deep. It's just a joke. Like, it's just a joke. They're lying about it being... They're lying about it being a goodbye that was manly, even though they were not being manly. That's what like the sort of surface level interpretation of it is, and I'm not saying that's a wrong interpretation at all. I'm not even saying that's a less sophisticated interpretation. I'm not even saying like my interpretation is deeper, therefore it's accurate. I'm just saying art. Like, I mean, this is the whole death of the author thing, which you know, I studied back in uni. When I learned what death of the author was, I was like, oh, this makes so much sense. This like really speaks to me. But like, this goes back to like what art is, and art is very much, at least in my opinion, of like what you can take from it. That's not all art is, but that's a big part of it. Is like what you can interpret from it. And for me to have a genuine realization about myself through One Piece, through that scene, means that it did its job. means that it's a valid enough interpretation because I've changed through it, you know? I'm not using the interpretation to justify something else in the show. I'm using the interpretation to change my perspectives in life, which is a pretty insane thing to happen from a show. So yeah, that, I mean, yeah, crazy. I'm sure there's other stuff I want to talk about, but I've just had an epiphany, so I think we can move on to the next episode. This is episode 970 of One Piece. Let's jump into it. Okay, recap Rubik's, here we go. Okay, that's how far I got in the cube. Not super far. I didn't even take off the headset. I didn't hear anything useful. This episode is going to be called the Death of Oden. Orochi executes Oden, or whatever happens. That's true. Oh my god, he's filled with rage. I wish I could be hyped about it, but I'm just sad. For a second I thought it was gonna be Hiyori playing the instrument, but she's a kid right now. Oh my god, here he comes. Man, the fields look pretty lively right now. But then they get much worse over the next however many years. Over the next 20 years, I guess it is. Everyone's excited. Everyone's like, please. Please take over as Shogun. Yeah, but he's just a temporary Shogun. As soon as I've arrived, I'm Shogun. Man, he's not holding back because he's fucking pissed. I can't believe Oden didn't like just kill him here, you know? Because like it doesn't seem like Kaido's around right now. See, he doesn't care about that, so like what stops him? Oh. Unless this woman is like, I mean this is the fake woman, you know, the clone. And this is all part of their plan. Kill the clone. I don't think it's a clone, but it could be. Whoa, what stopped him? What was that force? Oh? There's a barrier. And wait, he had his fingers crossed, like the barrier fruit or whatever it was, the Bart's fruit. So yet another fruit that we've seen in our adventures that an old person has here. Yeah, he's got the barrier fruit. Damn. Semimaru. Okay, Higurashi is her name. He's got good defenses. Although in the modern day, he doesn't have that anymore, right? Both of these two we know have died. And we know that that power wasn't passed on. Kaido's dragon! Well, I'm back. Hmm? Oh god. God damn, man. Fuck this dude. Oh man. That's a good question. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, Shinobu. Look how pretty she is there. You have to wait another 20 years for someone to save the country. And he's dancing naked. Okay. Is this by Oden's choice, or is this the woman with the clone fruit, or is this something he was forced to do? What's going on? Aww. What is happening here? I mean, it's a good performance. Okay, it's not the clone fruit woman because she's laughing there. Why is this happening? Oh, it's hurting his reputation a lot. I like the instrumental though. Okay. Why? This is a crazy sequence, just because I can't think of why this would be the case. Why is this happening? I need to know. A year of this? What? Roger! Him being executed, it had the crossed swords. We've seen this flashback before, I think. Because then they cut off before he explained it. Yeah, and they cut away. They're gonna keep cutting away. I'm not expecting we're gonna see it here. We're not gonna see it until the end of the series. Or at least, you know, later in the series. Oh, poor Oden. So it sounds like he's laughing. Which makes me think they made him take a smile fruit. Because he was like... Because he's been smiling for a while now, you know? Oh, look at all the pirates in the audience. It's like the start of the live action, right? The live action did this as well. Oh, is that Smoker? Crazy Moria being here. I don't know why, but... Oh. 24 years before the present day. Oh. Maybe he doesn't have a smile for it. I mean... I think he was just laughing for the memory of Roger. Oh. Oh man. Okay. Good episode. I don't know how much I'm gonna have to discuss for it. It was a good episode, but there also wasn't a crazy amount that happened. I mean, we saw Oden like approach Orochi, and then we didn't really see what happened in between. And then he started to do the dancing thing every day or a week or whatever for a year. That's wild. Because I don't know why like was he just like blackmailed to do it? Was it like straight up like Kaido arrived and was like, "Hey, I will kill your family if you don't do what I say." And what I say is, do whatever Orochi says. And Orochi then was like, well, because it feels like the dancing naked in front of everyone and whatever, that feels like an Orochi plan. That doesn't feel like something Kaido would make him do. But then again, I really don't know as much about Kaido's personality as I would think that I do. Like, especially, you know, we're deep into this arc and he was introduced quite a while ago at this point. We've seen him here and there. I feel like I still don't have a full, strong handle on his character. Although I've got like a handle on what I imagine his character is. But I think I could absolutely be shocked by how he actually acts when I when we meet him properly, you know. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, they had someone with the clone fruit and then someone else with the barrier fruit. So it is it's kind of cool. I said the same thing when we saw the clone fruit, but I think it's cool having that character there with a fruit that we've seen before, so that we can confirm that they're no longer around. And we won't have to deal with Orochi's barrier fruit and someone else's clone fruit. Like, we won't have to deal with that stuff anymore. Because we know it's Bart and Bon Clay have those. Yeah. And then, I mean, we saw the Roger execution scene again, but this time we see it with, like, all the people that were there. And so, like, that must have been where the live action took it from. Like, the live action, I guess, was like, we want to start with the execution scene, and then they get to tease people by, you know, showing them in the crowd. And so they probably took inspiration from this scene specifically. Which is kind of cool. It's cool when it's cool that I'm, you know, this late into it and I'm still seeing where live action took their references from at different points. I think that's kind of fun that I'm still discovering stuff. By the time season 2 comes out, I might be caught up with this show, honestly. So, like, that might not happen anymore when season 2 comes out. I might, like, be watching season 2 and be like, unless they start making references to the manga that the anime hasn't even got up to yet, then that would be really crazy. But I doubt they do that. Especially since it's been, you know, in production for a little bit, so they only could have referenced a certain amount of the... Unless they're, like, putting in last-minute references now. But yeah, anyway, man, I can't wait for live action season 2. I'm so excited. You have no idea. Anyway, let's move on to the next episode right away. This is episode 971 of One Piece. Here we go. The battle between the Gecko Pirates. Oh, shit. Oh, that's right. We didn't know that he was beaten by Kaido, right? I think they said that back in Thriller Bark. Okay. Oh, yeah. Because Moria. Yeah, okay. So Moria obviously had to rob the grave. Or at least the zombie did. Well, he's smiling a bit more these days. Just like he seems like he's loosening up as a person. Yeah, the serious ones are quite agitated. Oh shit! Oh, I forgot that the title hadn't come up yet. This episode's gonna be called Oden's Revenge Quest. You finally made them targets of scorn. Aww. But his family just loved him. Wow, these are big guys. Oh, going to Hyogoro? Oh. Was this one of the women from the prison? I can't quite remember. We saw some characters that one time in the prison. Three years pass. We're going pretty quickly through the years. I feel like now it should be shit's about to go down, right? Because now this is 20 years ago, I think, if I'm counting this right. Aww. In the 5th year, Orochi made a move. Interesting. Whoa! Oh, cool. seeing that crew of ninja. Okay, what's gonna happen? He's bowing to him. Exactly 5 years. Did they make an agreement? About the ship. They promised a ship? Oh god. This fucking scumbag, dude. I want to say that, like, Orochi, you're gonna regret that, but... Oh, and so he threw him in prison. Yeah. Well, lucky we know that doesn't happen. Hyogoro's still around. Jeez. Oh god. Oh my god. Well, that's why we don't know who she is. I guess she's not one of the people from the prison. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? None of your business, motherfucker. Oh my god. Well, because eventually he, like, burns down the Kozuki estate, right? With the intention of having the kids be inside and killing them. He was holding back for 5 years. Oh. Oh fuck, dude. Jesus. Man, I want to see Oden fuck people up so badly, but... Oh. Yes! I get hyped and then I pull myself back remembering that it doesn't work out. But it's still hype. It's still hype to see it. What we're about to see. Are we gonna see something really awesome? Or is it just gonna be like a quick scene? Oh god. Thanks, narrator. Appreciate it. Watch without blinking my eyes? Hang on. Okay. Alright. I guess for the next, like, 10 minutes... Whoa. I'm just gonna not blink. Here I go. Okay, here I go. That's cool, though. This is already uncomfortable. Extremely uncomfortable not blinking. I'm gonna have to blink. I don't want to damage myself. I tried, narrator. I forgot Hiyori would drop kick him. This is like Star Wars music. What? Is the sky darkening because Kaido's coming? Whoa. So there's the Kaido soldiers. Jesus. Oh, it's so dope. Man, Kaido's dragon form is cool.
周到すぎやしねえか。俺たちが来るとなぜわかった。前でもいるのかもな。
Spy in our castle. Like Denjiro? Just because I don't know much about him? Wow. I feel like I haven't heard Kaido deliver lines this much in a while. If at all. We're traveling with honorable pirates, which usually is naivety. I like that. He's like, no, I stand by my decisions. Oh, damn, that yell. Okay. What are we gonna see? Whoa! Have to watch without blinking. Oh my god, he just turned them into Sakura petals. Hell yeah. I imagine they're actually just dying, but the anime doesn't want to just show them actually dying. So they're using stylistic choice of making them turn into petals. It just makes it feel like all of them are like Robin duplicates, you know? Oh yeah, Kawamatsu. Oh, sick. It's fucking dope. Oh, Dogstorm. And you're painting on the battlefield. Whoa. Oh, that's sick. Yep, you chose the wrong side. Oh my god. I gotta see when he slashes Kaido with Enma. Oh, Hiyori's so cute. Poor Momonosuke. And like Toki should speak up. Stop drop kicking your brother. There you go. Now we're actually seeing the blood splatter when they slash at him. Oh my god, this man, I can't just man. This is this is not a complaint. Because I'm really enjoying this, but this is a long flashback. How long has it been? Like, when did the flashback start? I guess they started here-ish? Here. So, episode 960. And we're now at, like, that was just 971. So it's been, like, 11 episodes of flashbacks so far. Yeah, pretty long flashbacks. Although, I guess, actually, that's not... Nah, that's about as long as I thought it was. And, I mean, we're coming towards the end... now, although I say that and maybe we're not, but I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be like 3 more episodes of this flashback, possibly. I mean, it could be 1. Next episode could like it feels like one really well-paced episode could do it, but I don't know how much left they want to tell. But to me, it feels like one really well-paced episode could do it. So, in One Piece terms, that's probably 3 episodes. Yeah, anyway. Cool episode. It was cool seeing that it started with, like, the Moria versus Kaido thing. That I just cracked my back. I believe they said that back when we met Gecko Moria. They said, like, he went to the New World. Because, like, wasn't the thing that he was, like, trying to teach Luffy, quote-unquote, was like, you're not ready for the New World. I got fucked up in the New World. So it's like, I think he went to the New World and was doing fine, but then he lost to Kaido and had to back out. I think is what happened. And so this was the battle that he lost. We got to see the tiniest bit of it. We got to see all I needed to see of it. I don't need to see a Moria versus Kaido thing going on unless... Well, I was going to say unless there was Perina there, but I don't think Perina would have been in fighting state then, and so I doubt she would have been part of Mori's crew then. Like, how old would she have been? I don't even know how old Perrin is. She gives me the vibe that she's like 23 or something, but I don't know. She could be like 14. She could be in her 40s. I don't know. But regardless, I just don't feel like she was part of Mori's crew 20 years ago. But yeah, I didn't need to see more of it, but I did like that they showed like that little bit of it, and they showed, I think, that Ryuma was like taking his sword back from the grave, I think. So yeah, that was one of those things. I mean, Oda loves to do like characters making an agreement and then going back on it to make you hate them because it works really nicely. I mean, it goes all the way back to Along Park, but yeah, it worked very nicely. Orochi having him do that for 5 years and then him just being like, what? I don't remember agreeing to that, is just so scummy. But I do like, if I understood the line properly, I do like Kaido being like, you're a fool, you've been following these naive pirates for so long, like that you know, like you made a mistake and you just believed Orochi's words at face value, because you were being naive and trying to do the bit that saved, like the way that saved people. And then, and I like Oden's response, which was like, I made the right choice then, and now let's look at the future. Like he's going like, look, I'm working on my ideals, and my ideals said that was the right choice, so there's no point regretting it now. Just gotta stick to it. And I think that's great. I think that's a great way to do it, because it wasn't Oden who did something wrong, it was Orochi. Like Orochi was the scumbag in that situation. So you can't just blame it on Oden, and Oden's not blaming himself for it. I like that. I think it's great. Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, there's not much for me to talk about again. So we're just going to move right along to the last episode we're doing in this video, episode 972 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. I'm just mixing it up onto the table. Recap Rubik's. Here we go. Okay, this is that's how far I got in the cube. This episode is gonna be called The Great Battle, Kaido versus Oden. I didn't see the verses in the title, so that's why I say that. I want to see him cut Kaido. Okay, hold on. This is still recap. I'm gonna continue with the cube because this is still recap. And that's the cube complete. See? I earned it. Oh. Oh, Shinobu! I'm like 95% sure that's Shinobu, right? Yeah, it looks exactly like her. Yeah, it is. Aww! Her pigtails, so cute. She was a stunner, man. I mean, she's still not bad looking now. But she was a stunner. Oh, king and queen. Oh, shit. Oh, oh shit. He's so dope. He's gonna get one cut on Kaido at least. Well, they're holding up so far, honestly. It's crazy. Already probably put a bigger dent in you guys than you would have hoped. Oh shit. Queen gonna transform. Oh, Oh, King is so cool. Honestly, Denjiro is pretty cool as well. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, is this where the slash comes? No. No, not yet. Damn, man. Oh, launched out of there. Man, this is a crazy battle. Oh, shit, dude. Stand up. You haven't got that slash on him yet. The music. Stab him in the eyes. Oh, shit. Oh, this is it, man. Oh, that's so sick. Oh! Oh my god! He took the fire head on. Oh. There we go! There's the slash! Oh! It's so satisfying. Oh man! That was significant. Oh, did he make him revert? Oh shit. Oh, and you made him pissed. Oh, I can't wait until Luffy fights Kaido properly. It's gonna be so hype. Holy shit. Oh, I kind of like Kaido's pissed screams. Huh? What the fuck? No, is it the clone woman? It's the clone woman. This is how Oden loses? Oden loses because of a dirty trick? Surely Kaido won't be happy about that. Maybe? Because Kaido was like, is this why the woman's not around? Is Kaido gonna kill her? Because Kaido was like, I've been waiting for an opponent like you know? Ah, you fucking loser. Oh! And now everyone's distracted. Things were going fine. She turned the tide of the battle. Oh, is Kaido pissed? Damn! I feel like Kaido kills that woman. For like ruining his big battle. Whoa! So sick. And then it's gonna show Oden facing him. Yeah, so sick. Damn. Oh. Oh. They're such happy kids. Like they're always playing and laughing. Aw, Shinobu.
なんだそいつは。さては俺の命が狙いだな。
Damn. He saved her.
おでん様だ。しらじらしい。
Aww.
黙って。
He's such a legend. Now hold on. They have to get out of this, right? Because then they need to go to the mansion, the Kozuki mansion, and then get sent forward in time. Oh my god, Oden's gonna get boiled. It wouldn't be Oden without being boiled. Is that what they were setting up the whole time? No fucking way. They were telling us the cause of his death? So is Oden gonna do something to make it so that the others can escape? But he dies? I mean, this has got to be how he dies, with the whole Oden being boiled thing. That's fucking crazy. Damn, Kaido attended. And Kaido like dressed up nicely for it. Didn't think I'd see Kaido with some fashion. Shinobu, don't waste him saving your life. I know she's not gonna die, obviously. Is he gonna dance on the execution platform? Oh, that look. Give me a chance. Hmm? Oh my god, you fucking idiot. Jesus. Jesus, man. Oh, that's brutal. Oh? We'll get in the pod at once. What? What's his plan here? Okay, so he's got a plan to set all of them free, I bet. Damn, okay, alright. I'm really curious about next episode. Now it's frustrating that I gotta wait to see what happens. Because next video, surely we finish off the Oden backstory. Like, I don't feel, I mean, you know, maybe I'm gonna be talking out of my ass here, but I don't feel like there's 4 episodes worth of content here. But, I mean, there's at least a couple more, it feels like, maybe. So, he's surely got a plan to, like, let everyone else free, to sacrifice himself for everyone. But I can't think of what it could possibly be. Like, my first thought was, like, well, he just drinks all the boiling water. He just goes and drinks it all. And then he takes it all in and he dies, but then the rest of them survive. But then I was like, I don't see that happening. But like, how else could he protect them? What else could he possibly do? I have absolutely no idea. So I'm really curious to see what happens next episode. It's pretty sick. It's pretty awesome. I wonder, I mean, Oden looked mad at the old lady, but then we didn't see anything about it. So maybe it's fine. Maybe it'll all be fine. But and I mean, the old lady might just not be around these days just because she died of old age. But I've just been expecting to see her and the guy with the barrier fruit. I've been expecting to see them die. And we haven't seen that yet. And I feel like we're about to see the end of Oden. Because holy shit! If this is really how Oden dies, then Oda, that's fucked up. And it's really, really clever for him to constantly be talking about the food Oden and constantly be saying the catchphrase, "It isn't Oden if it isn't boiled," or whatever. Like that, and then he's gonna die by boiling. That's incredible foreshadowing and so fucked. That's so horrible. I'm very impressed by that. Ingenious. I like seeing Shinobu here in this episode as well, and yeah, like, man, I already knew it because we saw her wanted poster earlier, and I was like, wow, she was cute when she was young, you know. But like, man, seeing her full character design like this and seeing her expressions and everything, she was really cute. Like, she would have been, if she was like that now, she would have been one of my favorite characters, you know. But I mean, I still don't mind her in the modern day. But it's just like, I'm just a sucker for that like adorable design, especially the pigtails on her and stuff is just so cute. I love it. But I like that character. I like seeing her here, and I like that Oden saved her as well. Him pulling the old, I don't know her, who are you? Even though like that guy falling for it he's a kind of an idiot, but it still worked and it's fine. But yeah, so that was great. And I feel like there was another note that I wanted to talk about. Oh, mostly just like seeing the fucking Kaido being wounded scene, which I didn't even comment on, even like I didn't even think about the fact that was this episode. But yeah, like Oden wounding Kaido, it was such a sick scene. I loved the animation there. It was very, very exciting. And you know what? Like, it's frustrating that the way he loses is by the clone fruit, whatever. But I also do like that because it leaves it up to interpretation. Could he have won against Kaido in a fair fight? Maybe. He might have been able to, genuinely, which is kind of a cool, because they did all of this building up of Oden. It's kind of cool to look back at the legend and go, and he might have been strong enough to beat Kaido, but you know, the situation didn't allow it. So yeah, I think that's so cool. After all of this build up of Oden, like, you know, there's something to be said about like if they built up Oden all like that much, and then Kaido still is stronger than him in every way. You know, the point of that would be to show just how powerful Kaido is, you know, just how impossible it seems for Luffy to be able to beat him. But I like this more. I like the idea that it's up for interpretation whether or not Oden could have won there. And the fact that he got a pretty major injury on Kaido in his strongest form is telling, you know. That's great. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna move on to watching one of the One Piece songs to finish off the video today. I feel like today was gonna be like an interesting one. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping now. I feel like I saw, yeah. Today we have another Straw Hats song, which I'm very excited. I love Straw Hats songs. Oh, we got some good ones in upcoming weeks. I'll just give you a preview of what we got in upcoming weeks. So like we got a Straw Hat song today. Next week we have a Shirahoshi song, which I'm excited about. Week after is a Caesar Clown song, don't care. The week after that is and I'm saying week, but it's actually half a week. Half a week after that we have the Doflamingo song, which is interesting. Then a Wanda, and then a Nami, and then a bunch of other stuff. But like I'm very excited about all of that stuff. But for now, let's watch a Straw Hat song. This is called You Are the One. Here we go. And this isn't all the Straw Hats, this is just the first 7. Oh. This is cute. And it's also got all their pre-time skip designs. Some of them here, they're doing their post-time skip designs for some of them. Cool. All the guys together. Nice. Oh, I like hearing their voices harmonized together. And then Luffy leading it. Luffy's voice actress is so good. Their voices go together so well. Whenever there's Straw Hat songs, I'm just smiling the whole time. And I like closing my eyes and taking in individual voices. I feel like Zoro's voice is really nice and like stands out to me in the group settings, you know? Yeah, I think it's Zoro's, Luffy's, and Nami's that are the ones that stand out the most to me. I mean, yeah, Luffy always kills it. It's amazing because whenever Luffy sings in the show, he sucks, obviously, because she's trying to suck. But Luffy in these songs is always amazing. I love this song, it's great. The "You Are the Ones," those parts are very catchy. You are the one! It's a great chorus. Ooh. Oh, this is great! Yeah! That is so cool. I wish these songs would do more of that stuff. Have them singing different parts at the same time. This gets me giddy, these songs. If the whole albums... Oh, that's great. Yeah, if all the albums were just all the Straw Hats singing together, it'd be incredible. Nice. My heart. It's so warm right now. That was so good. You are the one. It's such a great song. It was so cute. And it's just like, and if only one of them was singing that song, it wouldn't have hit me as hard. Like, not nearly as hard. But all of them singing it together, those voices harmonize, those voices that we're so used to, that we've heard for 900 and something episodes. Oh man, like there's nothing like hearing those, like it feels like your family, you know? And that's why I loved the family song for the Straw Hats as well. The family song was so incredible as well. For the same reason, just like it to me, it just feels like I'm hearing people so close to me all harmonizing together. It's so comforting. I love it. Anyway, that was One Piece. Thank you for joining me for these episodes. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. You can get the next several weeks of One Piece on there right now. So, like, if I was to guess where we're up to on Patreon right now as you're watching this video, we would be maybe. Like, what are we watching right now? We just watched 972. So we'd be maybe in the 990s right now. So getting to what I think are going to be pretty fucking important episodes. I think, in fact, there's probably a Megami Ishitani episode around there, isn't there? Which I'm so excited for another Megami Ishitani episode. But yeah, anyway, so go check out my Patreon account or join my YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos, or just stay here. But please make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment down below. I will see you next time. Goodbye.